So here's a fisher that I'm tanning for someone, and it's a beautiful animal. There's the inside here. It's nice and white, and flexible. Tail. Now fishers are what I kind of call a membrane animal. So their skin has kind of layers of membrane, just like a coyote or a fox. This is a coyote I'm doing, tanning for somebody. So I'm just kind of showing you the job I do, the quality, and what it comes out to if you get me to tan your furs for you. This is the inside of the coyote. And there's another coyote for someone else. I put tags on them to know whose are whose while I'm tanning them. So these two coyotes, their faces are actually going to have their eyes put in just like this other one. I call it a puffy face. So it's like a wet formed face with eyes added and leather on the back. And it's kind of semi-formed. It's not taxidermied, but there is the eyes in the pelt. And that's always an option if you get an animal tanned. You can have eyes added like that. So there's those two coyotes. I also tan an otter. There's a little face. Beautiful, beautiful fur on an otter. One of the densest furs of all the animals. It's beautiful. I love doing otter. Now, otter are something I call like a solid skin, where it's not layers. It's more like you cut it as you flesh, kind of like a beaver. Otter, and to some extent, fisher and mink are kind of like a solid. Maybe it has to do with the water animals, I'm not sure. So these are some blonde coyotes. I call them blonde, or some people call them red. And one of them has no feet, and they have 4 that have feet attached. I can tan them with the feet or not. They're a pretty fur, pretty animal. They're fairly common here in Nova Scotia, but in PEI in Nova Scotia, but they don't have much value at the market. So I actually do tan quite a lot of blonde coyotes for people. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4 with feet on them and 1 without for someone else. So those are the blonde coyotes. Now I have a bunch of raccoons I did, and these are not for someone. They're just tanning for the shop to make products out of it. But beautiful, beautiful coons, nice and prime, so nice and full fur, white leather, and nice and flexible, so I can make hats, mitts, blankets, things like that out of that. And I split them down the belly because they're not for someone, they're for my shop work, so they're easier to do and faster if I split them. Nice and soft. That one's a little one. Bunch of raccoons. The raccoons have 4 or 6. This one has 6 rings on their tail. They don't have 5. They'll have 4 or 6. Which I thought that's kind of fun. I have a couple more things that are just for the shop. This is a fox, and if you see, it's very similar color to the blonde coyote, which is kind of neat. Yeah, this fox is just going to be used as in a hats or mitts or something else. And then there's one more coyote. That's more of a gray, quite gray on the belly. And that's for shop work too. And that's what I've been tanning recently, so there you go.